What's good, everybody? Welcome in to your daily sports betting show of record. We like to call it the Early Edge. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all of sports betting. We do this every single day, 7 days a week. You have good days, you have bad days, but damn it, we do it together. Now, last night, well, it was kind of the epitome of the way the entire week went. You had some winners, you had some losers. Thank goodness Tyreek Hill can catch the football. And thank goodness that Martin Green is on our side as he hit yet another play from soccer yesterday. By the way, speaking of Martin Green, Champions League episode in your feed right now, starting today. 2 plays from today, 3 plays from tomorrow. Turn on those notifications. Follow our YouTube channel. You're here right now. Now, continue to pound that like button. You're growing the show so much, and that helps us so much. So please hit that like button, and we will continue to have fun in the process. But as the Meister always says, on to the next. So let's bring in the stars of the show for this beautiful Tuesday. And look at my crew. My goodness, I love it. Now, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, live, and we didn't think I'd be saying this again, from Houston, Texas, Matty Snyder. Welcome back to the Early Edge.
Yeah, good to be here. From Houston. After Adam Duvall hit that grand slam, I definitely did not think I was going to be back on this show until maybe April at the earliest.
Be honest. Hey, Matty, be honest. Be honest.
I'm hoping for Game 7, too.
But we're all hoping for Game 7. We have the biggest bet on the series. Now, be honest. Did you change your flight during the game? Did you change your flight?
Yeah, absolutely. I had a flight home, and then I didn't get in last night until really late because by the time I went to change it, there was not that much available during the day.
That is the behind-the-scenes kind of stuff that people don't understand. When you switch it and you try to get back, man, that door is usually closed. All right, Jay Smooth, you've been all over the Astros, too, this entire series. Welcome back, sir. You look primed and ready today.
I'm always primed and ready, Coach. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited for tonight's game. You know, we're, like Matt said on our last broadcast together, we're going to go down with the ship, you know. So let's do it. Let's go Stros, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it later.
It sounds great. We're all here with you and Maddie for sure. And I love when this man's on the show because I get to say live from Las Vegas, he is the Zach Attack. Zach Simony, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. It's definitely been a week for me, but I'm glad to be back on the show. You know, it's the first week of November, Coach, when we've got Tuesday and Wednesday MACtion, so that's what we've got today, but I've got some NBA takes.
Did you say MACtion? Did you say MACtion tonight? Oh, we just may or may not have a play from MACtion on it. You know you're in November when you've got 3 MAC games on a Tuesday night. Now, Anna in the chat, she says, Larry is my favorite capper. Now, who is she talking about? Well, of course, she's talking about the last man to introduce. We call him the Maestro, Mr. Larry Hartstein. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Well, Anna, coming off a very frustrating day with the props on the show, but I was glad to see that RJ, Matt, and me all hit the Giants plus 10.5, and the simulation was on that, so that made it a little better. But as we say, on to the next. A couple of NBA plays I really like today.
Oh, very, very good. By the way, and he's not on the show today, so I can say kind of whatever I want. Sia won a SportsLine showdown last night with my arch enemy, my nemesis, Alan Bell. And I can go to bed feeling good knowing that AB had to Venmo Sia last night after the game. It was, as I like to say, glorious. All right, very little housekeeping today. Do not forget, it is Tuesday. So the whole week starts over again. Our Week 9 NFL Mega Preview with me and the guys today, 5 p.m. Eastern Time in your feed. Turn on those notifications. Also, we have UFC later this week. Also, the Champions League I already told you about. Also, no, that's it. I refuse to promote AB stuff. All right, here we go. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today, and there's so much going on. All the sports are playing. So I want to start with the biggest game, and that is the World Series. So, Matty Snyder, what do you have today, pal?
Historically speaking, in the World Series, when a team is up 3-1 and they win Game 5, and then they come home and they have a Game 6, they've won 28.6% of the time. I just think that's a fun stat. I don't know if it really definitely has any bearing on tonight, but as you like to say, Coach, it's about the information.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, I just want to clarify something. Are you saying that the team that had a chance to close it out on their home field and now they're coming back to the road city, they only win 28.6% of the time? So that would
the Braves, it's the Braves situation.
The Braves situation,
28.6%. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, I'll take any information that will lead to the Astros winning tonight. I'll tell you that.
Just wanted to make you proud, Coach.
And I appreciate that. The fact that you listen and that you can bring that back, I love that, because I feel like sometimes I preach, but we just want to pound it into people's heads. It's all about the information. That's what sports betting is. All right. That's baseball. But last night, something very weird in the NBA happened. And if you were betting on favorites, Zach, what do you got?
Yeah, it was definitely one of those money line days in the NBA you don't see. It happens probably a handful of times. The first 8 games, Coach, 5 of the underdogs won outright. The other 3 favorites, they covered. So the spread really wasn't the main indicator for the underdogs. It was all spoiled at the end with the Oklahoma City Thunder. It looked like they were going to win. They blew that lead late to the Clippers, but they still covered as an underdog. And the last thing I wanted to say with the NBA yesterday was just the crazy finish in the Celtics and Bulls. That one was just one of the craziest games. Small line on the Celtics side of thing, and the Bulls came back, I think, from 20-point deficit late third quarter. Just an incredible game there.
They outscored them 39-11 in the fourth quarter. If you bet on the Celtics, they were up 14 to start the fourth quarter. You probably walked away and said, hey, I'll go take out the trash. And then you come back and they lose by 14. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Now, speaking of the number 4, there are 2 4-4 teams playing this week. Maestro, I believe you're digging in deep to that game. What do you got?
Interesting, because the line is 4, and we're talking about the Patriots visiting the Carolina Panthers. There were some 2.5s for like a second, and then it was at 3, and now it's all the way at 4. Basically, the market is telling you that Sam Darnold is not going to play. As bad as Sam Darnold is, PJ Walker is a serious downgrade. He was 3 out of 14 when he came in for Sam Darnold. And what is Bill Belichick going to do to PJ Walker? I mean, we've seen him frustrate Justin Herbert. We've seen what he does to rookie quarterbacks. PJ Walker is not a rookie, but he's very inexperienced, and he's just not good. So this market is telling you that Darnold is not going to get cleared from that vicious hit. I'm kicking myself that I didn't play it at 3. But now it's the case where, do you still see value at 4? You know, sometimes you kind of say, well, I can't bet it now because I missed the best number. But if you still see value, you can still play it. I'm still digging into this. But if Darnold's ruled out, this is probably going higher.
Oh, pound it right now. I to be honest with you, Maestro, I would play it anyway. I think the Patriots are that good. That's how good I think the Patriots are. I really would. 3-4 doesn't faze me at all. Jose in the chat says, woke up to sports betting finally being legal in Florida. Hope today continues to be a good day. A lot of the people we work with work in Florida, so certainly very, very excited today to be able to mobily bet through that particular sports book. So congratulations to everybody in Florida. Ronald said, all you guys are great. I feel the same way. So let's get into our boards for the day. Now, the Maestro was just talking about football. Now, football on a Tuesday, you know you've arrived in November, and there is something very special about MACtion, as Zach just said. So today, courtesy of the lady killer, Maddie Severance, we're going to go Ohio plus 7.5. Now, this is the 97th edition of the Battle of the Bricks. Now, they have 1 win this season. It's over Akron. They're terrible. However, their last 3 losses, get this, by 3, by 1, and by 7. And they're getting 7.5 tonight to a Miami team that's just not very good either. They're 1-4 against the spread so far in the last 5 as a favorite. We'll take Ohio, lock it in. All right, now let's get to my cappers. Tonight's a very, very big night. It's 3-2 Atlanta as they go back to Houston. So, Matty Snyder, kick us off.
Yeah, I'm going to go Astros on this one. The bats woke up. You know, the Braves had the grand slam from Adam Duvall, but then the Astros chipped away, and they finally started scoring some runs. They left 32 men on base in the first 4 games of the series. That was never going to continue, and they started driving guys home in Game 5. So I like them. Max Fried for the Braves is going, and he is on extra rest, and he's very good. However, he wasn't that bad in game 2, and they still hit him. They're going to hit him again.
All right, very good. I'm on the Astros too. Jay Smooth, give me a little more information on this game tonight, because I know you're also digging deep.
Yeah, coach. So I'm going to be on the Astros as well, so here's why. I can't really do the AB voice, unfortunately.
Wow,
but
I thought you were going to go into that.
I mean, I could try, but maybe next time. Maybe next time. If we get game 7, I'll give you an AB impression. But okay.
Don't tease me.
I'm really liking the lineup here with the Astros. I mean, you talk about it over and over. We've been talking about it probably for a week and a half now, but that's really what baseball is going to come down to. It's going to come down to little advantages that you have over your opponent. And the Astros have been just walloping lefties. They're good at playing lefties. We saw them beat Max Fried. Fried's at like one of his, this might be, I'm pretty sure it is actually, his highest innings pitched of his whole career. So he's kind of, dwindling on empty here. We don't know if he's going to come out and have his best stuff. So I think taking the Astros at a pretty good price around -125 is actually a good bet.
Oh, I love that. All right, so as a show, lock it in. Matty Snyder, Jay Smooth, both on the Astros today, and all of that information is what you take to make that play. All right. Now, the NBA might have been a little freaky yesterday, but not today. So, Zach Attack, what do you have for us? The floor is yours.
I'm going to go to a repeat matchup game they already played earlier this year. This will be the second game of the series, the Utah Jazz versus Sacramento Kings. I'm going to take the Jazz -9. This is a Jazz team returning from a 3-game road trip on Sunday. They played against a shorthanded Milwaukee Bucks team, blew them out by 12 points. And I think you look back at the earlier matchup this year against the Kings, they won 110-101. You can build on that first scouting report from the Utah Jazz. The Sacramento Kings, Luke Walton, they have way more depth than they've had in the prior years, but he's having problems figuring out the minutes usage with that 9-man rotation. You have to go with the Jazz that have had that same core for over 2 years now, including Jordan Clarkson and Joe Ingles coming off the bench. Let's take the Jazz -9.
Oh, I love that. Right before it gets to that double digits is where the Jazz always, that's their comfort zone. They love winning those games by 12 or 13 points. Thank you, Zach. I'm blown away by how many people, when AB is not on the show, want AB. In fact, Noah just put a text, and apparently he says he's all over the place in Nashville with all the shows he does. You can probably catch him at one of the bars on a Friday night. Yep. And then he comes in on Saturday looking as good as he can look after a big old Friday night in Nashville, Tennessee. That is our AB. All right. Now, he's our anchor. This is his spot when he's on the show. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody goes last except for the maestro. What do you got?
All right. Well, I am just checking some breaking news that I just had to check, but okay, guys, I'm going to get into it right now. Starting with the Miami Heat. I put in the Heat, and then I was thrilled to see Mike Barner, who is also who's killing it 13-6 on his NBA plays. He's on the Heat as well at Dallas. This line is moving. I laid the 2. It's gone up. It was 1, then 1.5, then 2. It's probably going to be 2.5 very soon. The Heat are 5-1 and the Mavericks are 4-2, but that's kind of where the comparisons end. The Heat are number 1 in defensive efficiency, 4th in offensive efficiency, whereas the Mavericks are 12th and 27th. Bam Adebayo should be back for the game. He practiced yesterday, averaging 20 and 14. I think they're going to kill the Mavs inside. The Heat have blown out everyone they've beaten. They've blown out by at least 13 points. They have 1 overtime loss. They've played a better schedule. Love the Heat tonight. And then looking at that same Jazz game that Zach talked about, this is a collaboration with Mad Max. We're going over 29.5 points, assists, rebounds for Rudy Gobert. In that first meeting that Zach talked about, 17 points, 20 boards, 2 assists. He had 39 PAR. And if you look at the centers who have played the Kings are not great inside. Valanciunas, Ayton, and one other guy have all been well over this number, 36, 38, 43, Ayton, Valanciunas. So I love Rudy Gobert to at least get 30 points, assists, and rebounds.
And I love when we can hear a Mad Max mention on the show, as he's always quietly lurking in the weeds behind the scenes, but we'll come up with Can I help you? Wait a second. Wait a second. You're going to interrupt me, and then you're going to pull a Jay Smooth on top of interrupting me. What are you doing?
That was all the part of it.
What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing?
Well, I'm coming in because you know what? We've got some picks to give. We've got some NFL picks to give, and we have to give them out for the crew for right now. Everybody ready? Yeah, we're hijacking the show. Sorry, Coach. We're going to go with the Packers plus 2.5. We're going with the Cardinals minus 2.5. Patriots, Panthers over 41. Ravens minus 5. And Bills 14.
What would possibly make you think that this would be okay? You know, the thing that I hate the most is when my flow is ruined. And you just ruined my flow.
It's a great flow. We do have to agree. It's an excellent flow.
So these are official plays for the show for week 9 in the NFL.
For week 9. And I wanted to get ahead because you guys have the mega preview today at what, 5:30 Eastern?
5 p.m. Eastern, sharp, top of the hour. Thanks for watching. Sharp.
That's why you guys are the best. That's why I'm not on it, but I wanted to get those in right before we could do it.
And you'll never be on it after this. I can promise you that. So if you're going to interrupt and bogart the show, it better be on the damn recap, or else we're going to have a real big issue. Okay, as I was saying, and Jody, I see you in the chat. I love AB as a capper, but there's only one host. You're damn right there's only one host, especially after that. All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, I hope. I hate when he actually backs it up. All right, here we go. The Maestro on 2 plays tonight. Heat minus the 2. Rudy Gobert over 29.5. PAR minus 106. Zach Attack, he's on the Jazz minus the 9. Matty Snyder and Jay Smooth. We're going down with the ship, baby. Astros all the way tonight in Game 6. Then 1 play from Matty Severance from SportsLine. Ohio, the Bobcats getting 7.5 tonight, taking on Miami of Ohio. Then, as you just saw, early picks from the NFL. Aside from the fact we don't get along, understand this, that so many times in the NFL, you got to beat the number. And that's why AB felt the need. But these are really smart picks, all kidding aside. So 5 plays, Packers plus 2.5, Cardinals minus 2.5, Patriots, Panthers over 41, and then the Ravens minus 5.5, and the Bills, again, a big-time favorite, laying the 14. As a reminder, our Mega 9 NFL preview today, 5 p.m. Eastern time. A whole lot happened in the last 17 minutes, and I appreciate all of you for sticking around for all of it. Well, almost all of it. All right, there's only one thing left to do, and you know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets. Feels good today. Let's go, Houston, straight to the pay window. For my entire team, Jay Smooth, Matty Snyder, Zach Attack, the Maestro, and AB. I am the coach. And tell your friends there's only one sports betting brand of record that we have information, entertainment, but damn it, we have fun too. We like to call it the Early Edge. Good luck.
Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.